We enter this competition because renewal is part of our character. Early last century, Elsendorpers came from all over the Netherlands to this part of the country, the last undeveloped region, to cultivate it. They were real pioneers and had to build up everything themselves. Father van den Elzen was their hero. He was the founder of the cooperative ideology, and he taught them how to work as a cooperative. That was a success, and they named the village after him. There always have been Elsendorpers who knew their way around, amongst the villagers, but also amongst public authorities and rural and social societies. They claimed their own responsibilities and lived up to them. An example: when building the village hall, we used, of course, all the available resources, but quite a substantial amount came out of our own pockets. Every family took part in it. So, when we recently built our new open school on the same spot, including village hall and sports hall, we were co-owners. And that's quite a different position when negotiating. This is a village of entrepreneurs. Our 40 businesses offer more jobs than we need for our inhabitants. Our relationship with our municipal authorities is close. They subscribe our vision and our drive to keep up our amenity.
I'm very proud of Elsendorp. Why? The Elsendorpers are enterprising people, pursuing their own cause within the local context. They take unusual but effective steps in their own development. They show initiative and set up their projects themselves. We facilitate and monitor them. You may think that our role is a modest one, and that we simply let them have it their own way. But they consult us frequently, and they prove we can trust them. They do as they promise, and we see them develop methods and systems that enrapture the other villages in our municipality. They always stay pioneers.
We have monitored all possibilities and made good use of everything that was available. We are keen of our volunteers and have many of them, though they don't really feel like volunteers. They feel as responsible. They look around, it's a natural attitude, they see something to be done and they do it. Simply as that. Our school needed a new building. The village hall and sports hall needed refurbishing. We wanted to offer our teenagers a place of their own, and we needed special lodging for our seniors. And we absolutely wanted more space for our young families to build their houses. A village without young families lacks a new generation that goes to school and joins clubs. This leads to a spiral going down. We don't like that in Elsendorp. So we built a Domplaar, one open building, to shelter the best we have for all our generations. The school, the village hall, the library, the sports hall that can serve as a theatre, a shelter for the youth. The concept of learning together, sharing the same ideas, working on development of the young and the older, strengthens our living together. This wonderful building is our very own. Everybody feels responsible. This Domplaar is exactly what we dreamt of. Home care we organize ourselves. We don't want large societies that send different people of all different jobs. Our care is given by our own people. When any of us needs help, they see our familiar faces on our doorsteps. We hired a private company for the organization, and we constructed special flats and cottages for our seniors. In the flat building we have a multifunctional space that easily can be fitted up as a cozy living room for coffee and meals. Our young families can build their new houses in Elsendorp North, Sounds a bit ambitious for a small village, but it has enough space for another 500 inhabitants. Our aim of 1,500 inhabitants is based on the number we need to ensure our welfare facilities. A special commission worked on the project. They did all of the organization. The alderman exclaimed he never had so little to do in any project. And as we parcel out the total buildable space, we are not a lottery. We carefully look for what lot is best for each of the families, so everyone lands on the right spot. An example of our renewal of the forests and fields is what happens in Kleefswit. Half of the area is adapted to agriculture, and the other half is brought back to the situation of early last century. And this means that only half of the cattle can stay, and for the other ones we have to find another solution. Of course we did that. In short, we act integral and with sustainability. We build on our vision that is supported by all of us. We enter our own projects in wide networks. We know what we need ourselves, while we keep an eye on the wider contacts. We take initiatives and bring them to a successful end. We are very good in enrapturing others and inviting them to join us. We are thinkers and workers. We know when to rein in experts, and we always keep control. We don't like to take no for an answer. We are open-minded and determined. Elsendorp, small village, great people.